I've got Satan calling.
Dude.
Are we gonna get boxed by Isaac Butterfield?
Why not? You're gonna have fun editing this, aren't you?
Oh, I'm gonna have a nightmare. Now, Joey, I'm gonna make a joke here. I want you to tell me if it's too far. G'day.
Actually, yeah, we'll come back to.
I'm Isaac Butterfield, and today I've got 3 woke opinions about women. No, not woke opinions. I'm not gay. Oh god, Joey's making an Isaac Butterfield.
He's got no ink in it. Okay.
You know who does have ink in him? Isaac Butterfield.
Making the most ridiculous shit of all time on the internet.
What are we not going back to?
We're not going back to the past where women had no rights. Ever.
Has this crazy old Halloween decoration, has she got like a heavy ear or something? What have you got?
Now, Isaac, you've commented a lot about that old woman's looks. Who just looks like a regular old lady.
Who's actually fought for something previously, unlike someone here.
Yeah, so her whole delusional reaction at that point was saying, we're not going back to when women had no rights, which wasn't that fucking long ago.
Not too long ago.
I call it about 80 years tops, which would have been when she was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in her lifetime. So when she says, we're not going back to that shit, I remember what it was like. For you to have the fucking gall...
They call her a Halloween decoration.
I know Halloween decorations with more taste than your fucking beard. Are we gonna get boxed by Isaac Butterfield?
Why not? He looks like a Walmart Viking.
Hey, no. He's all Aussie. A Kmart Viking.
No, he doesn't get the gall of being Aussie.
It's a good point, because that's not an Australian animal behind him.
Nope.
Because he would never kill an Australian animal. Unless it was woke.
Water in your ear? Have you got swimmer's ear, love? Have you had your head under the water? Has water seeped into your coffin in which you live? That's my question. Okay, so
Isaac.
I think she mentioned it.
Quick science lesson. It doesn't make you stupid if you have water in your body. That's every cunt.
Oh, is that it? If I'm not mistaken, 70%.
70-ish% of your body. You should have water in your head. You might not, you wrinkly old prune.
No, that would imply drinking water, and that is
That's
gay.
woke and gay, because that's made the frogs gay.
Yes. Only 4x gold. Oh, because he's a disgusting Newcastler. It's probably 2E's. Even worse.
I felt the Tui's tank.
she's saying we're never going back to a time where women didn't have rights. This is all to do with the current president of the United States. And I know a lot of ladies will say that we need to absolutely...
That.
I just want to point out the current president's son there, looking very happy.
Be careful that Donald Trump doesn't send us back to the Stone Age where women didn't have rights. Ladies, he was president 4 fucking years ago. It didn't happen then. It's not going to happen now. Shut up.
And Joe, you're the news boy.
I'm the news guy. I'm not even just the news guy. I'm also like the guy who just reads any history book. Like
Joe, you're literate.
Unlike someone.
A couple things with this one. First of all, we'd like to point out, wasn't back in the Stone Ages when women didn't have rights, Isaac. It was, as pointed out, fucking less than 100 years ago.
After World War II.
After World War II.
After the second one.
And they still are not, necessarily equal. In a lot of ways.
Actually, on topic, they recently, the Australian Bureau of Statistics recently put out a document detailing that women still don't get paid the same as men. Still, in 2025.
Well, fuck me, hey? Who'd have thunk it? So, what happened last Trump presidency to women's rights back then?
Oh, you mean they regressed a bit?
Yeah, with a bunch of statistics, which you're now seeing on the screen. And also, what happened to, and more importantly here, women's rights for the ones that he sexually assaulted?
Oh, we don't really hear from them anymore. Not to say anything's happened to them. We just don't hear from them anymore.
Unless you've recently been to the Trump golf course where he has one of his wives buried. Anyway!
Shut the fuck up.
So you're telling me this man from Newcastle, the son of a footballer...
Which one?
Yes, the son of a mediocre footballer.
Was the footballer his mother, and was she actively pregnant when she got into a really bad tackle? Because that would explain a lot of what I'm currently thinking.
He does Google his own name, so he'll probably watch this.
Hi, Isaac.
You're probably going to go after him. Oh, we're a bunch of no ones.
Oh,
we
God,
know. We're very aware.
I know we're a bunch of no ones. But you know who we also are? I think pretty decent blokes.
No, see, you know what we do? We get out and about. We actually put our faces and our bodies to these causes.
Isaac, I really hope you do make a reaction video to this, because
we really want the viewership, honestly. It'd be really nice.
Any publicity is good publicity, can't
like, oh, please. I will happily box this fucking guy. He's 6'7", but I'll go him.
Joe, if you die, Isaac Butterfield.
He's genuinely...
Think about how rich me and Joel are gonna get.
Oh, I'll do it for the boys.
Right. Before he starts talking, bingo about her. Is he gonna talk about her looks or the fact she's speaking a different language?
I think both.
Both? Alright.
Much like the Mexican tortilla ad.
¿Por qué no los dos?
What the fuck is this? You look like a velociraptor.
No, she doesn't.
Maybe I'm too philosophical for this in terms of my thinking here, but is it not the small man who has nothing, so he just throws shit at your looks when he's got nothing else to offer?
It normally, yes. She's perfectly fine. She clearly had some work done.
Yeah.
Still.
Her life, not yours.
Yeah, fucking look at your head, mate.
Solid melons that have been put onto that.
I'm watching outside, but I tell you what, boys, I'm on good authority. Yes, he does look up his own name.
Oh yeah, man.
Fucking
Really?
Good luck.
Did he get the bit where I offered him out for a boxing match?
I did. You died. He's huge. He'd fucking
Yeah, he's 6'7".
But again, if Joey dies to Isaac Butterfield, how much money are we gonna make?
So much.
See now,
So
see,
much.
boys.
Just
Isaac Butterfield, I, Joseph Mellage-Halland, am offering you out for a charity boxing match.
We know Joseph will lose.
For a
This is not an
charity
even
boxing
Just
match.
to clarify, this is not about you.
And
We
also
know
to
Joseph
clarify,
will lose.
Joe, get in here. Us other two boys are not offering you to a boxing match. We'll watch, but we're not going to be involved. Fucking Joey will.
I'll get in there.
I'm just gonna let
Oh,
him
this
play
is
now.
actually perfect waiting.
I just found myself staring at this,
We're waiting for Joel to get
trying
his
to come
drink.
up with something funny to say. I just
Oh, Isaac
saw-
Butterfield couldn't come up with something funny to say, Joey.
Oh, it would be first.
What's that? What's that in the sky? Oh, it's a fucking pig's flying, Joe. Hang on. Oh, shit. What's that, Satan? How'd you get your winter coat out, did you? Jesus Christ, Satan. It's frozen over. It's never happened before, has it?
Well, yeah.
Isaac Butterfield just announced that he couldn't think of anything funny to say.
Wow, that's a fucking shock.
got lost. Not in her eyes, but in the chasm between those extremely hard breasts. They look like
Oh, I
they've
was
been
right. Yeah.
fucking
More.
Sorry, what have I walked into?
This is a woman being, I believe, treated for hysteria.
Uh,
And this is Isaac Butterfield's reaction for the first time he's ever seen an orgasm. Isaac No Fingers.
This is what every dude thinks that he can do with his magical digits. And in
Let's
reality,
see what this master
ladies
has
hate
to
it.
say about
I'm talking about fingering. I know, nobody likes to talk about the old digits and the old dudget, but let me tell you this. Gents, if you're out there and you believe that your female partner in the boudoir and during the throes of passion enjoys you jamming digits in her, it's like you're giving CPR to a puss. You're in there trying to navigate your...
I think
this sounds like someone who's not good at
it
fingering.
sounds
I was
like
gonna say,
Someone who doesn't moisturize.
This
Yeah.
sounds like someone who's
got
really
calluses
bad
and
at
it's just,
foreplay.
yeah.
Or he's like, oh, I can start you up, love, just like a lawnmower. Boom!
Self-report.
Yeah, I think it's a big old self-report.
Self-report.
Don't finger. It's a waste of time. Move straight into fisting.
Enjoy that feeling.
Oh, okay,
So
right.
he's doing a bit,
He's doing a bit.
but it's so difficult to pass that between his actual opinions. Because he looks like a man who's really bad at fingering.
Are you telling me that he bakes everything with a little bit of irony, so that no matter what, he can
He's
always
immune to
fall
criticism?
onto
Hanging
the?
out?
He can always fall onto the. Oh no, man! I was just having a
just-
laugh when I said that she was fat as fuck. You know,
I'm just joking, mate.
I was
It's
just having a joke
Learn
when
to-
I insulted this person to their core.
learn to take a fucking joke, mate.
What?
It's sensory energetics that awakens the body. Sounds like absolute fucking bullshit. It looks like this was written by ChatGPT if it was a chiropractor.
Did
This is
I say
horrifying.
that loud enough for
Yes.
the stream? Has this cunt ever heard of cognitive dissonance? Was that loud enough for the
I
stream?
I don't know, I think it's a little bit quiet.
I'm not saying it again. It's like with hypnosis, when it's like people are like, well, you know, you don't actually get hypnotized. You get like conned into the presenter into doing it because you feel pressured to by the crowd, and it's like, well, you still fucking did it though, right? You know, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that.
But he can't make a woman come, though. That we do know.
Oh well, that's something we know definitively.
We know
I'm
what we're
sitting
doing.
on a bin, mate. I'm trying to.
Anti-deprecation channel for migrants. This is gonna be boys, this is going to be rough.
There's a young person with somewhat vague gender. This guy's going to
Antideprecation, charm for migrants. These are just a bunch of buzzwords that's going to send him into a fucking... Look at his face.
Absolute
he's
frenzy.
revving
Oh,
up.
he's already getting angry.
He's
He's
brewing
getting
up.
so mad so quickly.
Whites, share with your POC buddies to protect them. This is a very good
Is this
thing.
like one of his more recent videos?
This was posted 3 hours ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much going on right here.
Not be
Tagged him on Twitter
deported.
yet?
You will not be deported.
Anti-deportation charm. So a spell for migrants. Save this vid if you're near
Well, to be
ICE
fair,
agents, the people in America who
I don't
deport
think it's
people
gonna
who have
help
entered the
with
country
charm. I don't
illegally.
believe it will.
No,
So you
but
can
it's
use
better
this
than saying, "Fuck the
charm or
migrants."
spell to avoid deportation. Hey, whites, share this with your people of color buddies to protect them.
I think
Oh,
These are
where does it
not
say?
the
Oh, it
migrants
says it
you're
right
looking
there
for.
underneath. Yeah, that's
It
where
just
says
it
that.
felt wrong when he said it though. I
That's
don't
because
know
he
what-
doesn't have any people of colour friends.
See, because he said it with hey. That's
Speaking
that's
of,
the rule.
hey Sonny,
Hello, Isaac.
come on, no, fuck this man.
No,
Come on in,
that's
come on
not
in.
Isaac. Who's
Well, I mean,
Isaac
don't fuck
Butterfield.
him.
No, don't
Because
fuck
he
Isaac
doesn't
Butterfield.
like fingering.
He doesn't, he's not good at fingering.
Couple.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
want to talk politics around the Yanks. Not the Yanks.
Not the Americans.
Because you might be into Trump, and then it'll ruin our friendship.
It's because we're women, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like I have very many mean things to say, but it's so out of my character to say them that I...
You can
What
say
do
them about
I,
him.
I literally just offered this man out for a boxing match.
And we're going to hit play on him right now so you can all learn his opinions.
I will say this though, with every second female that exists on this planet, and particularly in the Western world, now identifying as autistic, this doesn't seem like it is actually
He's taking it
made.
seriously.
How did he connect this to people being autistic?
Hey.
How does...
Sorry, I'm American. I'm not very bright at thinking.
No, I got it.
Hey, it's
I
okay.
understood
Some
the leaps.
Australians aren't very bright either. Look at him. Look at his
I
fucking
understood
head.
the
Yeah,
logical
at least-
leaps,
I understood the
but
logical
that's
leaps too,
absolute
Nah.
but it's insane.
shit.
He's made leaps using logic that isn't real.
I take offense at his aesthetic
For,
choices.
No,
It's
that's
an
pretty
all
like...
Aussie deer. An all Aussie ram moose
Yes,
thing.
and all Aussie. All
Oh,
All
why is it
Aussie.
shiny? Actually, I
Welcome
take
to
that
concept.
back. Is that supposed to be shiny? Is that...
What, his head? No, it's supposed to have hair on it. Oh no, it's a pregnant person. I bet he's going to handle this very
yeah, no,
tastefully.
he has very interesting takes regarding pregnant women.
Let's see what this is going to be like.
Is this
Two
Nina?
women.
That's two women for him not to respect.
okay, we need to work
Yeah,
this
we'll
out
take
because
this
this is so she's eating baby powder, right? And not that I'm accusing any major companies of doing this, but there are several big cases in front of the courts right now about this type of baby powder and different types of baby powder, in fact, being linked to a lot of different cancers in mothers.
He's really...
Now, if I can find a source about this, I'm going to put it on screen now. I feel like this TikTok is a bit. She's not actually eating baby powder. I guarantee it.
It's cocaine.
It's cocaine.
It's almost certainly an
That is what gives the women the power to have a baby.
These TLC shows where they're addicted to eating fucking, dog shit and extremely large cold steel hammers. She just can't stop. But imagine...
Again, I would like to see Isaac Butterfield eat a very large cold steel hammer. Not a call for violence, just a suggestion.
Would pay to see
Imagine what life's going to be for that child. Do you think that child is going to be her number one priority? No way. She can't even stop just for a second to think about that child, to give in to her own addiction.
It's a fucking bit, cunt. You're a comedian, allegedly. You should know that. How I went from PhD to OnlyFans. Okay, that's fair enough, because the academia industry pays women very little and OnlyFans pays them a fair amount. That's a cost of living crisis thing.
Who would have thought?
Do your best. Sex work is
Supply
real.
and demand, man. Who would have thought?
Sex work is real work.
Now, I've got a feeling that Isaac's not going to have a really nuanced take here as someone who I don't think is particularly educated. Red hot take here.
Or a big fan of women.
Oh, red hot take there.
Or, bodily autonomy. Blunt statement here.
Blunt statement here.
Sex work is real work. OnlyFans models are just as valid as any other fucking kind of work. It's a service industry. They're providing a service to people who want to watch that service.
My moral ethos here, Kieran, if it doesn't affect me, I shouldn't care. Doesn't affect me, so I'm not gonna care.
Even more than that, if it's literally not hurting a single fucking person, if it's not causing any harm to anyone, unless
You know what is causing harm? Needlessly bashing.
Needlessly bashing women. I guess unless you're addicted to pornography and spend your life savings on it,
But then again,
but then
this
that's
is,
not the fault of the women.
This is a man who also is willing to believe a convicted criminal too, that he won't change.
I mean Donald Trump. There's a lot
My
of bodies.
master's dissertation, and this is not a joke, was a feminist queer analysis of the historical links between witches and cats.
Well, you're a dumb.
I know what the next word is and I'm not happy, Joey. I know what the next word is, Isaac.
No way.
I'm not fucking pleased about it. That cannot be your first word.
Dude. Before we start on this fella here, one, that would be the coolest dissertation I think that would
That's
be
fucking
available.
phenomenal.
Because that is something so niche, no one would ever think about it. And you know what? That is actually really logical correlation to make. Because those who owned black cats back then were considered superstitious, and if they were single women not reproducing, they would have been pushed aside.
Witches! Because that's what fucking society was like. Because back then they didn't have fucking rights.
What?
Isaac.
What?
Also, second point, she's literally a doctor. She's smarter than you
Dumb.
Someone here, one of these four, these two, us two, one of us is a doctor, and I'll
And
let
it's
you
not
know,
us.
and it's not the fucking men here.
It's not any of us three, cunt. You could have said, Isaac, man, OnlyFans model doing a master's dissertation and a PhD. I bet she passed the oral presentation.
Hot dog.
An easy joke to make. What has he said instead?
Well, you're a dumb then. Why would you spend all that money and all that time researching that?
Well, depending on what country she's in, it might be free.
And also,
Which university should be, by the way.
Isaac.
Just as a little tidbit.
Isaac, I don't know if you've read a lot of PhD theses.
I don't think he has.
I guarantee you haven't. But as someone who's read a couple, because I'm at a I'm doing a STEM degree.
It's as if you should read them if you want to learn more.
This woman's PhD thesis about the links historically between cats and was it cats and
Witches.
And witches, yeah. Makes more sense and is more logically valid and is more interesting and relevant to the modern day than some of the shit that gets passed through by like majors in a lot of other STEM degrees.
What's more valid here, and hear me out, the dissertation, the doctoral thesis, or the take of a guy on YouTube who hasn't read the thesis.
The guy on YouTube. Next question.
The company is looking for someone who knows about cats and feminists and witches. No one. You stupid.
What's his job?
Allegedly comedian. I also want to point out most PhDs are done in things that aren't necessarily employable because they're for the pursuit of knowledge. That's the point of academia.
Dumb.
This guy would be shocked to find out that Heisenberg, the original, Einstein, Newton, all of the great scientific names, they just worked at colleges and universities and just fucked around. And just went, hey, I'm doing science. And everyone's
also,
like, okay, we'll keep on paying you.
And also, if it was a thing at the time, Albert Einstein definitely would have had an OnlyFans. Oh no, you know who would have? Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer would have had an OnlyFans.
Dude.
Oh.
Then again, if you're a scientist...
Now I am become.
Yeah. Fucking hey.
So no wonder she's in the fuck.
Makes me sad and sick to be
I would be curious to sit down and have a discussion with this person regarding the correlation.
I would much rather have a beer with this woman.
Someone here passes the pub test, and it's not the one.
It's not Isaac Butterfield.
I can't believe this. I'm about to say this. The person wearing the beret here is in the right.
It makes me sick to think.
Having an education does not make you employable, alright?
All jokes aside, that's a
Yeah, it doesn't. That's and he's gonna make a good point.
really good message, okay? So think about that when you are going to spend all that money going to university or...
She's the one who spent 7 years of her life becoming a doctor. This guy's like, you should become a doctor, just because, like, you're all talk, just become a doctor. And you become a doctor, and he's like, why do you become a doctor, you dickhead?
What you might actually be able to be employed in, rather than just going, I like cats and witches and I have autism.
She didn't say autism. Although having
But
said that,
this guy loves bringing up autism.
I would like to say that one. She's a doctoral student. She's got a PhD.
Probably
Probably.
about witches and cats.
Like, to be honest, that one, Isaac, you might be right, but still, weird thing to just randomly say. Don't just call people autistic, because again, autism's not a bad thing to have. It's just, it's fine if you're autistic. Hot take. I think we definitely are, although it's too expensive to get diagnosed.
Had to choose between Taylor Swift tickets or 1 Bitcoin, what would you choose?
Taylor Swift tickets or 1 Bitcoin? Okay, so it's...
But what, are we talking front row tickets or VIP access backstage? Like, there's so much nuance here that I require before I can make my decision, Kieran.
Or is this like an Isaac Butterfield ticket? Where like, you just go and you see a shit show for the whole time?
Joel.
Yeah.
Would you prefer, not like, you're not getting one.
Prefer.
Would you prefer Isaac Butterfield tickets or to be spoon-fed wet shit?
Oh man, because the shit that'd be in your mouth for a while, but then I would never be able to get that time back.
Think about yourself. You can brush your teeth afterwards. You can't brush your brain afterwards.
Exactly.
Take me as proof that you can build an online following without being half naked. Wow. Without pointing your ass at the camera or sexualizing yourself, promoting OnlyFans, posting thirst traps. This is really, really interesting to see that we have a young woman here called Sally Grace who says to my young girls getting on social media, I hope I can inspire you to find value outside your appearance. Wow. She doesn't believe that going and just selling your...
Oh, is Isaac Butterfield about to tell women how to feel?
Shout out to you, Sally Grace, you absolute legend. Let's have a look at your... There's your ass. Excuse me? You fucking liar? Yeah.
There's no sexual...
If these... Okay, these aren't like your normal thirst traps.
Photos.
Where?
But like, dumb
Where?
dudes are looking at them.
Where?
And they're...
Yeah, you're looking at
like,
them.
you're obviously very fit. That's cool. Good on you.
I forget, sorry, because it's a...
It's a woman. It's an attractive woman posting photos of herself. They're all sexual content.
Catching myself feeling insecure about my period belly in tight leggings. I try to pull my stomach in.
Yeah, it's a challenging...
Okay, so when women get their period, they have a bit more of a lump. Sometimes their belly looks a little bit bigger, right?
But he has one after he finishes his nightly six-pack.
What a period.
I love the hair on my face, and that's why I continue to allow it to grow.
You shouldn't.
But I can share a story with you of when I was...
I forgot this man despises body hair on women. I think Isaac Butterfield, the 6'7" big old prig, he can't even use the digits right.
How hairy do you think Isaac Butterfield's asshole is? Because I'm looking at it right now, and it's pretty fucking hairy.
I don't think his wife gets close and personal in there. She's not good at the digits, I reckon.
Because it's not well groomed.
So from what I gather, what's happening here is just a relatively common thing. This person just happens to have a slightly more hair follicle.
Some women have hair.
Oh wow, who would have
deal with
thought?
that. People can have hair.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, mate. You gotta cut the hair off now.
Yeah, women are allowed hair.
Not
Women
again.
are allowed hair. Isaac Butterfield said it.
Yes.
And like, yes,
This man who can't even grow a fucking full head of hair.
Wait till he sees my ass crack.
Oh! Wait till he sees. I would say she has more hair than is normal, but that's also fucking fine.
Oh, well, no. To quote him, apparently women don't like the fingers up in there. Because
he made a big comment about fingering. I will say, we don't know that Isaac Butterfield has small penis. We do know he has small dick energy.
Yes.
What if we call him Isaac Butterfingers?
Well.
So, Isaac Sandpaper Fingers?
Isaac.
But I think Butterfingers rolls a bit better.
Butterfingers does.
Isaac, just no fingers. Just
Isaac no fingers.
You're gonna have fun editing this, aren't you?
Oh, I'm gonna have a nightmare.